Hola, estudiantes. We are going to take a look at your assignment, your spoken assignment 1.2.10, and I'm going to give you some helpful hints for this. If you haven't done it already, you will be doing it with me on Friday. And then I'm going to do another short video and do the next speaking assignment. So we're in Spanish 1. 1.2.10 starts with Pablo es un chico y Ana Maria es. So what they're wanting you to do is complete the sentences with what would fill in the blank. And so un chico would be the first clue. And so we're going to put in una chica. So let me go ahead and share my screen with you. And we're going to take a look at 1.2.10 together. So here's our spoken assignment. So Pablo es un chico y Ana Maria es una chica. So I'm going to go ahead and add in chica. Oh, but because I'm in Spanish, I want to go ahead and add the definite article, una chica. Okay, so I'm going to save those changes. Now let's look at, when you're saying this to me, I'm going to have you say número uno, and then I want you to say the whole sentence. I want you to say, Pablo es un chico y Ana Maria es una chica. But when you are saying it, if you mess up in the first part of the sentence, I'm not going to really worry about it. I want you to have the correct answer, una chica. And I want to hear your Spanish fluently. Número dos. Another way to say el explorador de web is, take a minute to look up what el explorador de web is, and you will find out that it is a web browser. So I'm going to go ahead and add more text here. And a web browser, another word in Spanish, is el navegador. So I'm going to go ahead and save that as well. So what I'm listening for is if you're pronouncing the Spanish word that you're putting in the blank correctly. Número tres. 6 y 5 son. 6 and 5 is once. So we're going to say once. Now, here's the one that a lot of people are struggling with, número cuatro. When you see this double L in Spanish, oops. When you see the double L in Spanish, you are going to say the Y sound. So, ya. In English, you're going to use ya. Ella es una estudiante de Mexico. Because we know that ella is a girl, so we're going to use una. To make it all make sense. So I'm going to do one more with you. And then I want you to go back and practice these together. Número cinco, the feminine form of un amigo is, well, we know up here we used una right here. And we're going to use una here because we want to make sure that we're using the feminine form. And then we're going to change amigo to amiga. So we're going to say una amiga. And I want you to make sure that you're stating the pronunciation of what you're putting in the blank correctly. Una amiga. Okay? So we're going to go ahead and save that. I'm going to scroll down the page. I want to take a look at, and I've never used this program before with the annotations, so I didn't realize this would stay on the screen. So we're going to take a look and let's see if we can get rid of these. Clear all drawing. There we go. Okay. So when we come down here to the part 2, how do you say I am a girl in Spanish? I'm going to ask you the question, and then you're going to tell me what the answer would be. So how do you say I am a girl in Spanish? You're going to have your answer already written out. And what would your answer be? Well, I know that girl is chica. I know I am is soy. So I'm going to say soy una chica. Soy una chica. So I'm listening for those pronunciations. Soy una chica. And then we have, how do you say she is a teacher in Spanish? So we would again use she. So what would that be? Well, I know that one of the words for he or she is L, and the other one is ella. That E-L-L-A, ella. Remember that that double L makes the ya sound in Spanish. So we're going to say ella es una, remember we have to make it feminine, profesora. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and do 3 and 4 as well. So how do you say it is a printer in Spanish? Well, I need to remember back to what printer is. And I think of it as like imprint. And so that helps me remember that it's impresora. So we're going to start with S. Una impresora. Because again, impresora is feminine. So we have to use the feminine indirect object pronoun, or the feminine pronoun una. Then if we come down here to numero cuatro, how do you say you are a boy in Spanish? Well, I'm going to be talking to you. So I'm going to use eres, un, because it's a boy now, not a girl. So that's the article un, chico. So when you're getting ready to say these, I want you to practice them with a partner in your class. And then I want you to say, when I'm asking you the question, I want you to be able to snap it off really fast. When I say, how do you say I'm a girl in Spanish? You say, soy una chica. And then I say, how do you say she's a teacher in Spanish? Ella es una profesora. So I really, really, really want you to practice, and I really want you to remember that that double L in Spanish says ya. 2 L's in Spanish says ya. And I will talk to you on viernes.